What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to excellent throw on Rayquaza, the legendary Pokemon, obviously in Pokemon Go right now. Rayquaza has descended from the ozone layer to allow us to battle it, and yes, some of us have taken home some seriously good Rayquazas, but not me. I got some really crappy ones so far, but that's okay. I'm going to keep on rating, and I'm going to show you guys my technique to get the best chance to get your catch on Rayquaza. Now, you guys, I've been doing this method for so long that I don't even really think about it anymore, but I notice when I kind of look over people's shoulders sometimes, I'm like, hey, a lot of people, don't throw the same way that I throw, and I think that the way that I throw is the best. I throw this way because I've watched other big YouTubers and other YouTubers throw this way. Pretty much everybody in the YouTube community throws this way, and we all throw very consistent, excellent throws, and with the excellent throw, you have the best chance to catch it. Excellent throw, curveball, and the golden raspberry. Alright, you don't want to do anything aside from excellent curve, golden raspberry on every single throw, which is what I'm able to do pretty consistently using a very specific method. Alright, so for Rayquaza, obviously every single raid boss has their own particular way that they move and the things that they do. So Rayquaza has a flying position and a non-flying position. It's a very, very, very subtle difference, but he will move slightly up and down. So that is how you can tell what position he's in. If he goes up, he's in the flying position. If he goes down, he is in the non-flying position, and he starts out in the non-flying position. So you're going to want to do basically like Ho-Oh. If you guys remember the Ho-Oh throw, it was spin, 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 and then pretty much straight up with a little itty bitty slight curve, and then on his non-flying throw, alright, for Rayquaza's non-flying throw, when he's down closer to the ground, you're going to do a little bit more out to the side, alright, you guys. So you basically have got the straight up throw, which I think is very much easier. I get the excellent every time when he's in the flying position, but with the one that's out off to the side a little bit, when he's in the non-flying position, that one's a little bit harder, and it's a little bit trickier for me to hit personally, so I like to throw when he's flying. Alright, you guys, so you'll notice that he does do his move pretty quickly. He'll go up, down, up, down. He can also do a taunt. He's got a taunt, just like every Pokemon in the game has a taunt, and if he does that taunt, he could attack during the taunt, so don't ever throw while he's taunting. It's not a good idea, and it messes up your whole throw thing where you set the circle. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll go through that quickly, but I feel like everybody knows about this by now, but I'll go through it anyway. Alright, you hold the ball, you set the circle to where it's the small little excellent throw, and then while the Pokemon is attacking, you throw, and it lands on them right when they end their attack, and the circle is available again. And for some reason in this game, when you only throw while they're attacking, the circle always stays set, so you never need to set the circle again. You just continue to throw while they're attacking. This is how I play on every one of my live streams, so I figure everybody knows this, but then I still continue to see people who don't do it, so I'm like, well, maybe I should just make a video and put it out there. Now, did you guys notice that that was my Pokedex Rayquaza? I am showing my catches out of order from the live stream that I recorded this from. Now let me talk about that for a second, you guys. This was a super lit live stream. This was the day one of Rayquaza live stream, and I actually had a bunch of fantastic stuff happen on this live stream, including huge donations and all kinds of great stuff, but unfortunately I made a couple of YouTuber mistakes in those live streams, and I had to delete the videos, and I was like, no. I deleted one of my Mewtwo videos, and I deleted this video, so sorry to everybody who likes the stream replays. I had to delete those, but I didn't want to lose the content, especially my Pokedex Rayquaza, and I caught so many Rayquazas on this stream. It was really good catch rate compared to my really poor catch rate for the last couple of streams. So Anyway, I didn't want to lose the content, so I recorded out all my catches, and I thought, well, I'll at least tell people how they can get an excellent throw on Rayquaza. Now, you guys, this was my very first time battling Rayquaza. You can see that was my Pokedex entry, and I'm still hitting the excellent throws. So I'm not gonna like brag and say I'm like so good or anything, but I mean, a lot of us have been practicing this particular method to hit excellent throws, and once you learn this method, it works on every single legendary Pokemon. It literally works on every legendary Pokemon. It works on Mewtwo, it works on Groudon, it works on Kyogre, it works on all the legendary birds. I've been throwing the same way, this exact way, since the legendaries came out, pretty much. Now, I didn't learn about this method until a little bit later. I wasn't doing it for the birds, but I was doing it for the legendary dogs. So I've known about this for a while. I just figure everybody knows about this, so I don't do a ton of videos about it, but every once in a while I'm like, okay, we need to do a refresher video because I still see people who are not throwing this way, and it's a very, very good way to throw. I have a really high catch rate for all the legendaries, and as you can see, I'm hitting excellent throws over and over. Now, one thing I will say about this method, you guys, and this is probably the most important thing about trying to catch legendary Pokemon, and it is the thing that has made my catch rate so high. Alright, you guys, it is patience. You must have patience. Alright, you guys, in this method, you will sit here for a really long time. Like, look at this clip right here. I'm just sitting here. But if you wait until he attacks, notice right when I throw the ball, the circle is the same size. Now, you have to be really good with your aim because you're aiming, but there's no circle to aim at. You have to know exactly where you're throwing, which is what I do. I've memorized exactly where to throw, and I'm trying to hit that mark every single time. And I'm very consistent about doing it, aside from there are minor glitches in the game. Now, you guys may notice this, and I want you to put in the comments if this has ever happened to you, alright? So write down in the comments if this happened to you. If you guys have ever gone to throw the ball, and you throw the ball just like you normally always throw it, nothing different about that throw, and the ball falls super, super short and just falls on the ground. Has that ever happened to you? That happens to me a little bit too often. That's probably the only thing that will significantly prevent you from using this method that I've explained here to get an excellent throw on every single throw. That one little glitch. And sometimes the glitch doesn't happen very much and you just barely miss, but sometimes it happens a lot and it's really bad. Now, did you guys notice that throw just a second ago? I hit the Rayquaza on the tail. The ball whiffed. We call it a whiff, okay? It's like when you swing and you miss, so it just makes this kind of like you know, like, I don't know why we call it a whiff, but everybody calls it a whiff, okay? So it's a swing and a miss. I did it again. That's it right there. I threw the ball. I didn't throw it far enough. It barely hits him in the tail. I'm calling that my trick shot, all right, you guys? That's my Rayquaza trick shot. If you can hit Rayquaza in the tail, it is a hilarious trick shot, so I just kind of want to throw that in there since I happened to notice it in the video. I think it's really funny when that happens. I think it's like super hilarious. So every time it happens on the live stream, I try to mention it. It's really funny. Probably the other thing that is worth mentioning about Rayquaza, you guys, is his taunt is a little bit funny. I've been mentioning this on the live stream, so if you do watch for his taunt, he kind of does this crazy like thing with his face, and that's cool, but watch his tail, alright, you guys? His tail actually wiggles all the way up to behind his head, so he kind of, actually, well, he was doing his taunt right there, and then he attacked right through the taunt. So I did mention earlier that he will possibly attack during the taunt, and that is a really big deal, you guys. You do not want to try to throw during the taunt. Don't do it, and especially because when you spin the ball during the taunt, the circle is going to get smaller, but when you're spinning the ball during the attack, the circle doesn't change sizes, the circle stays the same. So that's part of the whole trick of doing this, which is why you can't throw during the taunt. It messes up the whole timing. But yeah, you guys, if you can hit him in the tail, that's your trick shot. So don't try to do it. It's not a good throw. It's always a bad throw. But if you do happen to hit him in the tail because, you know, you have one of those whiff throws, then, you know, that just have some fun with it. You know, it's pretty fun for me anyway. Now, I threw on that one and got the excellent throw, even though I had the red warning up at the top, which I really try not to throw during that red warning. So if you guys are on that life, you know, on that poof life, sometimes we call it poof, which is just like an inside joke with me and my mods. But yeah, if you're on that poof life, then don't throw during the red thing and just reset your GPS so the red thing goes away, because you do not want to be getting that red warning. If you try to throw and that thing comes down, it will actually make your ball hang, and I've actually dropped balls because of that, so that's no good. Make sure you don't do that. Also, you guys, one thing, I changed my light. I found out that it has a non-yellow setting, so I'm gonna ask you guys again. I asked in my previous video, what do you think of the light? I am gonna ask you guys again on this video, what do you think of the light? Is the light good? I just bought this new ring light. It's a selfie ring light. It actually is pretty good. I changed it to white light so that it's not yellow. Yesterday was yellow. I really did not like that color, but then I found a setting that changes it over to white light, so I was like, okay, I really do like white light. So let me know what you guys think of the lighting down in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about that, and I saved it until the very end of the video for the people who actually watch my videos, because I actually care what you guys think, not all the people who just watch the first 2 minutes and then hear how to catch Rayquaza and then they're like, out of here. So thanks everybody who actually watches my videos. You guys are the best. Alright, you guys, so we're pretty much gonna wrap up this episode. I did want to get all this footage on the channel, and I had some issues with my previous streams. I had to delete them. Sorry to donators and people who said funny things and people who just wanted to watch the replay and all that stuff. I know some people actually do watch the replays and they think that they're pretty lit, and I wanted to say thank you to everybody who watches all my live streams. If you guys are not subscribed and you haven't hit the bell, do consider subscribing and smacking that bell button, because I do live streams every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Alright, you guys, we are doing legendary raids all night long, tons. We usually do like 10, sometimes like 15 raids, and we're just doing, you know, just like raid after raid after raid, shiny check raids, legendary raids. That's what it's all about. It's a fun live stream, so if you guys like that kind of stuff and you want to come hop around with us and do all the raids and then do shiny hunts, then subscribe, hit the bell, and show up for my live streams. We keep it lit like litten. It's a lot of fun. We usually get like 100 to 200, sometimes like 300 people on the stream, and everybody's just having fun. It's a lit experience, so come on by and hang out with us. Alright, you guys, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Let's see if I can catch this one last Rayquaza. I gotta tell you, on day 1, I had the best catch rate for Rayquaza, and then my catch rate just went like super bad, and it was total crap. But I did have really good catch rate on day 1, so I got a bunch of Rayquaza. All the ones I've been getting since then are really bad IVs, and I don't care if they run anyway, but I don't like to see my catch rate go so far down. It's so bad. Anyway, you guys, thank you everybody for watching my videos. Thank you to my super duper amazing subscribers. You guys are the best, and peace.